Bold and the Beautiful 2-week spoilers foresee Luna Nozawa is in a coma and Finn is very suspicious of something. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Grace gets grilled and Liam wakes up. Grace Buckingham is suspected of something because Bridget Forrester is grilling Grace at the hospital about why she signed off on Liam Spencer leaving right after he had thoracic surgery for the gunshot wound. So, will Grace tell Bridget about the experimental surgery she did, which I called dodgy, or will she sit quiet and see how it goes? Finn knows about the experimental surgery, but Grace may not know that he knows. Steffi Forrester and Hope Logan are very worried about Liam still, but it looks like he is going to wake up on Monday because Bill Spencer and Liam have a serious talk. And of course, Bill's going to tell him, look, tumor's gone, you've got your life back. Grace did a new MRI, it's a miracle. And it sounds too good to be true. I think we'll find out that it is. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Luna still alive. Now, this spoiler came from a reputable source, like really unimpeachable. However, I haven't seen it on any other of the sites that also get the info straight from the network, so I'm very curious about this spoiler. I will say Lisa Yamada is still in the credits right below Jack Finnegan and just before new credits showing Ivy Forrester, Beth Spencer, and Kelly Spencer actresses are back for this week, so it looks legit. I'm sharing the spoiler with you, but I'm taking a wait-and-see attitude because every now and then this particular reputable site, and again, I'm not going to name them, has a spoiler that other people don't, and it usually happens when Bold and the Beautiful stuff comes out late, so I'm taking it with a grain of salt. But I also never thought that she was dead. I thought Ly Finnegan was lying. So watch for that. Bold and Beautiful spoilers, romance, rivalries, and Italy trip drama. Nick Maroney is wooing Brooke Logan and getting full-on romantic with her, but she's still holding back just a little with Nick, and the reason why comes out on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Eric Forrester has this big talk about life and love and potential. The trip to Italy for the Forresters is confirmed. It looks like Eric has got some plans to not mind his business while they are out of the country. This is the reason that Nick is not getting a full-on yes from Brooke when Nick is making these romantic overtures. It's because Brooke gives Ridge Forrester one last chance. She's given him kind of an ultimatum. It sounds like Brooke tells Ridge, look, break things off with Taylor Hayes. End this engagement. Don't deny our destiny. Choose me. Ridge, I expect, is absolutely going to say no again. That is going to be what has Brooke deciding to go ahead and move forward with Nick. Things are going to get really romantic for them while they're in Italy together, but they're not in Italy yet. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Nick and Ridge battle and Daphne Rose returns. Also, Ridge and his brother Nick get really aggressive with each other. I don't expect them to get physical, more of a war of words, but we all know Ridge and Nick don't like each other. Ridge can't really come down hard and act jealous about Nick with Brooke because that would put Taylor on edge, but obviously Ridge is really bothered. And speaking of jealousy, Daphne Rose is back from Paris, and it really takes Carter Walton by surprise. I'm sure Hope will not be happy about this, but she knew it was coming. Steffi suspects that Nick joining along on the trip to Italy the Forresters are making is to make a play for Brooke. Of course, Taylor's got to want that to happen. Now, this is just not Nick following along. Maroney Industries is headquartered in Italy, so it's actually happenstance that Nick is in LA, not that Nick would be going to Italy. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Eric warns Ridge and Italy changes everything. Plus, Eric gets emotional as he issues a warning to Ridge. I'm sure, again, this is Eric saying, don't turn your back on Brooke, don't deny your destiny, end this thing with Taylor, and embrace the future with Brooke, the woman you're meant to be with. Eric's matchmaking. We all know how stubborn Ridge is, and I think the more that Eric pushes, the more that Brooke pushes, the more Ridge is going to dig in his heels. Everything's changing, though, in Italy. Meanwhile, Steffi bonds with Liam over his near-death experience. I will say, at this point, I think the shooting was what almost killed Liam and not this cancer, which, again, I really am starting to doubt wholeheartedly.